Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a semi-first impression of a few fragrances from Solinotes. If you don't know what Solinotes are, they are an affordable fragrance house for $20 for 50 ml where you can get fragrances that are inspired by a singular note, and this house is designed for these fragrances to be worn on their own or to also be beautifully layered together. So I know I'm not the first one talking about this, I won't be the last one talking about this, but I did pick up a few fragrances today. I figured I would share my experience with you. I sprayed them all on my skin and I've been wearing them all for the past say 6 hours, 7 hours. I just picked them up today. This video will go up the day after, so hi. But I figured I'd share my experience with you guys and let you guys know about this house if you haven't heard about it, or if you have heard about it and you were thinking about checking it out, maybe this video would be cool. Anyway, let's get into it. For transparency purposes, I purchased these. I bought them all full price and they are affordable as hell, heck, whichever word you feel more comfortable with. $20 for 50 mils, 1.7 ounces for us in the States. This is a brand that I've seen at Walmart like every time I go. I have been super interested in trying. I just haven't gotten around to getting them. So I got them today. I got 5 of them here. I'm going to share them with you, and I'm going to kind of give you my mini review first impressions of this house. Now, the best part about this house is how accessible it is, how easy it is to wear these scents. That's one thing obviously as I get into I'll talk to you about. And I think the unique take on this house is really cool too. So the ones that I got are Fleur de Cerisier, which I think I pronounced that wrong, Cherry Blossom. Then we have Yuzu. I love the packaging. These things are so cute. They remind me of Pokemon or like Skittles. Two completely different things. Hi. This is vanilla. This is Pomelo. It is grapefruit, not Pomelo. They're two different things. I know French, but a Pomelo is big. Big. Grapefruits are smaller. Two different things. Hi. And then we have fig, or fig tree, or fig flower. Now, I bought 5. I think at my local Target there was like 13. I literally almost bought them all. Some of them weren't there and I decided not to go too crazy at first. I figured 5 is a great idea to get a good idea of how this fragrance house had the quality, how they last. So these are the ones that I chose. I'm going to be doing little reviews. I might talk about them for like a minute. I don't want this video to be too long, but one thing I like about these is that they're not a single note scent. They actually have a body to them. They do have a composition to them, and the composition is created to make these scents smell to the best of the ability of what they're supposed to smell like grapefruit or vanilla. I think the one that doesn't smell identical, and this is a very hard fragrance to kind of really mimic, is Cherry Blossom. I'm just gonna call it Cherry Blossom because I can't say French words. The Cherry Blossom to me smells very sweet and fizzy. It smells like an expensive soap. I know some people hate hearing that, hate hearing that, but what I mean by that is it just kind of smells like that kind of stereotypical clean, fresh, expensive soap-like smell like you get from Crabtree and Evelyn or La Satan. It just smells really good. Clean, fresh, floral, fizzy, bright. So the notes in, this is the boxes are cute too. The notes in Cherry Blossom, at the heart, or at the top, hello, you have lemon, tangerine, and cardamom. At the heart, you have cherry, rose, and raspberry, and at the base, you have musk and apple. One thing I've noticed with things that are flavored like Cherry Blossom, not Sakura, like Cherry Blossom, it's very heavy on cherry. And I will say one thing about this scent, I was worried that it would be too much like that, but it's not. It has a little bit of a tartness. The lemon is definitely very present, but it's got this like fizzy but floral sparkly fragrance to it that I find to be real nice. I think of all of these, it's the least literal version of a cherry blossom, but I think if you imagined what a cherry blossom would smell like, this smells dang close, and I think it smells really nice on the skin too. The most feminine of all the ones that I got. It just smells really fizzy, really sweet, floral, delicate, really, really beautiful. And I love the fact that they added cardamom in there because you can definitely pick it up and you can see how it was utilized. I think this is going to be the most utilitarian out of all the ones that I got is Yuzu. This is a bright, and I mean bright citrus. And it smells so good. So good. So the notes in this one are lemon and bergamot. Then you have yuzu, tangerine, white flowers. You have patchouli and oak moss in there as well. This smells like a very, like, I want to say unisex citrus, even though I'm not saying it's unisex, even though it is unisex. What I mean by that is that citruses can go a variety of different ways. They can be biting, they can be astringent, they could be sparkling, they can be bitter, they can be sharp, they can be creamy. This feels like a very cool, like strict, and I know the word that I'm using here, very strict, specific citrus, lemony and cold, but there's a sparkle to it, and it just smells so good. This one smells so good. The next one I think is the best literal translation of what it is, and it's vanilla. Now this one, and the notes are, at the top you have vanilla and white flowers. At the heart you have vanilla and tonka bean. At the base you have vanilla and spices. I think this one smells like a vanilla bean. It's got a very beany flavor to it, a very beany scent to it. It's kind of creamy, it's got a heaviness to it. It's got a beaniness to it from the tonka. You can definitely pick out the tonka in here, but I think the tonka is a smart choice. And on the skin, this smells so good. It's really hard to get vanilla right, especially in affordable fragrances. And this one just did it perfectly, like perfectly. It doesn't have that weird after smell that some vanilla fragrances kind of have, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It just smells like a literal vanilla bean, like you're cooking with it, and I'm living for it, loving it. The next one is Pomelo, or do they call it pink grapefruit? I think somewhere it said pink grapefruit pomelo. The photo on here is even of a grapefruit. Pomelos have way more pith. They're like pillows. Anyway, I don't know why I'm like caught up on that. Hi guys, how are you? The notes in here are, at the top you have blood orange, you have grapefruit and citrus. At the heart you have jasmine, cedarwood, and melon. And you have iris, vetiver, and musk at the base. This one smells really juicy. This smells like how you would expect grapefruit juice to taste rather than how it actually tastes, which I like the way it actually tastes, but I remember growing up seeing like those ruby red commercials for like the grapefruit juice, and you kind of in your head have this idea of how grapefruit juice is gonna smell when you're like 6 years old, and then you finally convince your mom to buy it and she's like, you're not gonna like it, and you're like, yes I am, and you drink it and you don't like it. As I grew up, my taste changed, my palate changed, and I love the way grapefruit juice tastes now, and grapefruit tastes on their own. But definitely like this smells how when I was little I hoped grapefruit juice would taste. It's slightly sweet, it's very juicy and citrusy and bright, and it smells really good on the skin. I'm not saying that this is a dupe for Pomelo Paradise from Atelier Cologne, but this is dang close. It's a dang close smell. So if you wanted to try Pomelo Paradise, or if you couldn't get your hands on Pomelo Paradise, or it's more expensive than Pomelo Dice, try Pomelo from Solinotes. This is 20 bucks. It is fabulous. The next one is, or the last one I should say, is fig. Fig tree, fig blossom, I'm not exactly sure what type of fig. Fig tree, there we go, fig tree flower. That's what this fragrance is called. I'm just going to call it fig. This fragrance I found to be really beautiful. I love that it's fig, but it's not like a milky fig, although it does have a bit of milk in it. It's not super floral, it's not super fruity, it just kind of smells like fig, like a really good fig scent. I think like cherry blossom, this doesn't exactly smell like, say, like the vanilla or the yuzu, which kind of smells like a literal translation of those notes, which is what I kind of think this house is trying to go for. But I do think that you get enough true fig notes in there without anything else. And I think that that's really smart. The notes in here are, we have blackcurrant, grapefruit, fig leaves, fig tree blossom, peony, cedarwood, sandalwood, and fig milk. You don't really get much of the woods, but it has like a greenness. It has a kind of a crystal clear milkiness to it, like a skim milkiness to it, but the fig is very present and it's very predominant, and it smells really perfect on the skin if you like fig. It's a really good fragrance. I feel like I've talked too long about all 5 of these fragrances, so I'm just gonna kind of TLDR it right here. This entire house is designed to be worn by itself and to be mixed and layered with each other. And at the end of the day, I think that that is so, they've successfully, at least with the 5 that I've tried and purchased, I can definitely see how it works. I think the pomelo with the yuzu would be beautiful. I think the fig and vanilla will be excellent. I think most of any of these with the cherry blossom would be really interesting as well. I also think that these would be great additions to your fragrance wardrobe if you're looking to practice or experiment with fragrance layering. If there's maybe an aromatic, a woody aromatic fragrance that you think needs more citrus, try yuzu. If you have a real beautiful white floral scent but you want it to be a little bit richer, try the vanilla. Or if you want a white floral fragrance to be a little bit less, I'd say, harsh and light, try the cherry blossom. I think that there's a place for one of these or all of these in your fragrance collection and rotation, and for the price, I think it's excellent. At the end of the day, I'm definitely going to purchase more, if not this entire lineup, just because this has really impressed me. I know that they have a tonka bean, they have an iris, they have a white tea, they have a cotton, they have a jasmine, they have a musk. I really kind of want to try them all, and I think they would look really cute in the cabinet because they just look so dang cute. The presentation is great too. At the end of the day, 20 bucks full price is a steal for these. I think these, even at $35, $45, up to I'd say $60, would be a very fair price for the presentation, the amount of fragrance that you get, and the quality of the perfume inside the bottle. So definitely check these out if you haven't had the opportunity to do it. I think they are amazing. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry it's mismatched and all over the place. I wasn't planning on filming this video, but I got so excited when I saw these and found these today. I wanted to bring them to you guys as soon as possible. I know, again, I'm not the first person to talk about these or know about these. So if you guys have any experience with this house, good or bad, if you have any of these in collection, let me know. If you've blended these with each other or other fragrances, just let me know in the comment section below, or point out your favorites as well, maybe ones I haven't picked up so I can purchase them and try them out. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.